So welcome to day 30 of me scaling my consulting agency business to 10k a month. It has been a whirlwind of a week, I tell you what. It's been probably the lowest week in my business journey. Well, this year is definitely from you watching these videos, because it's like the third or fourth week of it. In terms of, on the whole, probably not the worst. I think when I first started it, I felt an extreme amount of resistance from the amount of kind of rejection I was facing. And this last week, as you would have seen from kind of the titles of the videos and the videos themselves, has been, it's been the most difficult one in terms of I've been facing an awful lot of resistance to basically not doing the work that I needed to do, because I felt so much pressure, anxiety, etc., about bad things that were going on. And obviously me not doing the work just made it even worse. And it got to the point where today, unfortunately, I lost a client. I received a message last night after I recorded the day 29 update set from one of the clients saying, look, this isn't working, we're not getting the results that I want, cancel, basically, stop it all. And I tried going back to her this morning and saying, look, it's been running a couple of weeks, I've been obviously looking at all the data and I'm making improvements based on that, but obviously it's too late. She spent a good amount of money and hasn't been able to see many results from it, and she's saying that she's run like local advertising, like kind of more old-fashioned stuff, and has got clients through that way. And I guess because of my lack of results, she's kind of been disenchanted by kind of the idea of like online advertising, etc. So, it is a hit, but we just have to move forward, because if the main lesson from this last week has been, if you let the negative things that are happening now like really get to you, it is just going to ruin so much more. Just everything. It's been affecting everything, because for one, because I've let it affect me so much in the first place, it got to a point where I just couldn't approach the laptop, for like from day 26, 27, 28, 29, like I was, I made update videos where I was kind of at the laptop and had done something, but all of those days I was basically saying, look, tomorrow I'm going to get on it, basically, and I didn't. And obviously the biggest difficulty with that is that if you tell yourself you're going to do something and you don't do it, that is the worst thing in the world for your self-esteem, because if you can't believe yourself, who can you believe? Just in terms of, if you say if you say to yourself in your head, and even if you don't vocalize it, I'm going to do this tomorrow, and then you just sit in bed or you sit there scrolling because the thought of it just hurts that much, you just need to numb your brain, then it's just going to make it worse. And obviously the most painful thing about it is, the whole time while I was going through all of this, I knew all those things. I know that the way out of it is sit there, break it up into small tasks, just do those small tasks, and eventually, obviously, it will get better and everything will move forward. But because I wasn't doing that, things haven't moved forward. And that's a shame, and time has passed, but it is what it is. And I think with the fact that, it's currently about 7, 8 o'clock, because I'm about to go to bed, since I have a shift at 4 a.m. tomorrow, so I have to wake up at 3. It's only until 8, just 4 hours, so it's going to be really quick. It's obviously before the store opens, just stocking, so I can just keep headphones in and chill, and do what I need to do and not have to worry about, customers or anything like that, or even what I'm wearing. I don't even have to wear my uniform when I go into work. I've just realised, because it's before the store opens. But anyway, I think what I need to reevaluate over the next couple of days is, okay, I've lost a client. I've lost a client from actions that I've taken, which has meant that I haven't been able to, which means that I haven't fulfilled what a client needs from me, basically. And the money she's paid, ultimately that's wasted. And I feel very bad about it, but I just cannot dwell on it. I really can't, because for the respect of other people even that I work with, and for myself and my own business, I need to just take it as, look, if I am doing the same things which I have been doing, the same things are going to happen. If you always did, sorry, if you, there's like that quote, if you always did, oh my God, I can't speak. If you always do, I'm a bit tired, as you can hear. If you always do what you always did, you'll always get what you always got. If I keep letting this anxiety get to me and telling myself it's really bad, I can't handle it, I'm an idiot for doing this, blah, 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 all this negative self-talk, I'm not going to do the work which is required for me to actually make things better. So that's a lesson I've got to learn. It's something I've said to myself at various points over the last couple of days, which hasn't sunk through. So something has to happen to change that. And ultimately it's just intent, me realising, look, there's a lot of things I want to do in a very short amount of time. I don't want to put too much pressure on myself about it, but ultimately by August, September time, I would like to be in a position where I don't need a part-time job anymore. It's not the absolute end of the world if that isn't the case, but it would be a lot more difficult for me and just in life in general. So if I want to make that true, I need to work hard and I need to get control of my emotions. So to do that, basically what I'm going to be doing is looking a lot more, and actually tomorrow I might be listening to some podcasts or courses about it, about just things that I probably already know as well, but how to just take control of my emotions a bit more, how to live with the common feelings of owning your own business, uncertainty, things feeling really amazing one second, really bad the other. Ultimately, the biggest difference between having a job and owning your own business, and the reason why it's so much more difficult, despite the fact that the rewards can be so much higher and better, is that when something goes bad, it is all your responsibility, every single part of it. If I drop something at the store tomorrow, or I'm chucking stock around and one of it falls out and it's all gone everywhere and it can't be sold, I don't have to pay the price for that. I still get paid the same amount, even if I fuck up to that level. Obviously, if there's things like I sell alcohol to like a 16-year-old at the self-checkout, obviously I'm going to lose my job, like things like that. But that's because it's against the law. The difference with having your own business is every little thing, me not fulfilling for a client has meant that I lost them today. And this needs to be a wake-up call for me to say, you still know what you need to do. You just need to prove to yourself that you can do it with the 2 clients that you still have. And once you can prove that, you can start increasing the amount of clients you have, and therefore just getting the business in a better position, basically.